Okay, so that is the query session, brother. In this query session, one by one, I will solve the queries of the members if there is any. Okay, if there is no query, you can just hear and listen that what I'm saying or what I'm clearing in this session. If you have a query, so one by one you can ask me. So first, Varun, yes, you ask my query that I can clear, then I can give another chance to another member.
Okay, sir. Sir, in inverted hammer,
Yes.
sometimes we consider this wick as buying pressure and sometimes we consider as selling pressure.
Yes. Okay.
How to understand that?
Yes, it's very easy, brother. To understand the inverted hammer, there's how we can get idea that is a um, selling pressure or that is a buying pressure. Yeah. So there are so many inverted hammers here. So when you see there is a price action before pattern and the inverted hammer appear, that is a buying pressure, the market will move up. And that is giving idea that this level is the selling pressure. So there is a gap between this closing price to this level. So you can go with this level also. If the level is broken, you can go again. So now if the first time from the price action pattern you got an inverted hammer, that is a continuation sign. When the second time it's appear, that is a reversal sign. So this is now the reversal sign because it's appear after the pattern, after the continuation sign. Now that is a inverted hammer, which is a reversal sign. So this is a morning star. Here it's appear inverted hammer as a continuation sign. Again hammer appear. So when the two times appear, it's a sign of continuation. The two time hammer appear together. That is a sign of continuation. It's showing that the seller shifted from this level to this level. Got it? The sellers shifted from this level to this level. When the buyers push the market in up direction, so sellers, they change their entry point from this to this one. And here, they are also saying that that is a level where the sellers entered. But if you consider the resistance level, so that would be a level, resistance level. So if there is a resistance level, then you can enter from further reversal trade. If there is no resistance level, then you continue till this level. So then from here, the market will reverse. And if you are just looking at the price action, to understand from the price action, not looking at the VSX. So if now we are looking at the VSX. If this inverted hammer have a low volume from the previous bar, that is a sign of continuation. If this hammer have a high volume from the previous bar, that is a sign of reversal. So inverted hammer with a high volume, that is a sign of reversal. Inverted hammer with a low volume, that is a sign of continuation. So in this case now, this is an inverted hammer. It's looking at inverted hammer, volume is low. So that is a sign of continuation after this morning star. And also that is an inverted hammer. This is an inverted hammer. What is showing it? It's look like not a perfect, but it's look like an inverted hammer after this price action pattern. So the volume is decreasing. It means the upper rejection is not stronger. So we are looking at the upper rejection of the market. So if the volume increases, it means the upper rejection is stronger. After analyzing that the upper rejection is stronger, the market volume is increasing from the previous bar, then you have to consider the resistance line. If the resistance line is right on the closing price, then you can place a reversal trade. If the resistance line is not there and only the resistance level is here, then you wait for the market will move this level and then market will reverse. So that is the understanding about the inverted hammer. And same for the this one. If you see that this candle have a strong volume, that is a sign of reversal. If this candle have not a strong volume, then that is a sign of continuation, because it's an invert of the inverted hammer, bullish inverted hammer. This is not an invert of this bullish inverted hammer. This is the invert of the bullish inverted hammer. Then you can get this, and in this, the psychology of this pattern suggesting that the support is here. And if you find the support again this here, another support, then you can continue in up direction. If there is no support in this closing price, then you continue till this level. The sellers will continue this till this level. Then it will reverse. So you just understand the support and resistance where it is. Okay. Clear, brother?
Yes, sir. After green candle, red inverted hammer. Same situation, sir.
Yes. After green candle, inverted hammer.
Red inverted hammer.
Yes. No. This is after red candles. I'm saying that is after red candles. When the red candle is going down, and you see that is this hammer. If there is a pin or not, no problem. So because we are looking the green inverted hammer after uptrend. Okay. In middle of the uptrend, how we can understand this is a reversal or continuation sign. But in the downtrend, when you see this type of candle, so this type of candle is suggesting if there is a level here, then you can follow this level. If no level, then follow this level. This is the level. The market will move till this level, then it will go up, not before. Okay?
Yes, sir. Please also explain after green candle, red inverted hammer means what we should do.
Here. Okay. Like this one. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Or like this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is a psychology in this pattern. If before candle have a weak, then this candle must have a strong. Then it will continue down. So how we can understand that it is strong? There is no rejection in the bottom side. When there is no rejection in the bottom side, that candle is considered to be as a strong candle. The previous candle is a weak. This candle is also weak because there is a rejection from the buyer side. So it will continue in up direction. That is not a sign of reversal. Got it? So you just look at the bottom rejection of the candle. And there is no rejection, volume increasing, market moves down because there is no rejection of the buyers. There is a rejection of the buyers, also volume increasing. That is a sign that buyers entered in this candle, market moves up. So this lower rejection in the inverted hammer is showing the strength and weakness of the seller. So in this candle, the sellers have no strength, the buyers have a strength because trend is uptrend. In this candle, the sellers have a strength because there is no interest of the buyers in this candle. Got it?
Yes, sir. If we have a small rejection means then we can continue with bias.
Yes, you can continue, but you just to understand that there will be the level. There will be the level. If you see the rejection layer, there is a rejection and there is a level. Also, there is a level. You see, there is a entry point changing in entry point. That is a level. Okay. So again, from this level, market moves up. So that is a level. And if you go back, you will find the level. The 50% of the level where there is no price action, that is a level. Also, it's confirmed. And if you go back, you will see there will be the level. It's a correct level. Look at that is the correct level. So you just get an idea in the current candles. You don't go to backside. For confirmation, you can go, but you just to get idea where the price, closing price and opening price changing the entry point, so you can understand there is a level like this one. The closing price of this candle and the opening price of this candle is changing the entry point. So there is a level. Look at this is following this level. And you go back and you will find the level here. The morning star, upper wick is a level. It's getting support from here. It's getting support from here. Rejected from here. Go back more. This is a changing in entry point. Also, it's a level. Also, it's a rejection here. The 50% of the candle is a support level or resistance because there is no price action here. You just go back, you will see so many conditions like that. Okay? Ask any other. So in this candle, look at when the candle is appear in the middle of the buyers. So if this candle have a upper rejection and lower rejection, and it's a weak, you go with the buyer. If it's a strong, then go with the sellers. If it's a weak, so this volume is suggesting you. Here, after this sequence, the market moves smaller, getting stronger, getting more stronger, getting weak on the support level. That is a support. And volume increasing from the buyer side because the lower wick is larger than the upper wick and it's closed above. So it's showing that the buyer's interest in this candle. And buyers tried from here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And in this candle, they tried 2 times. From here, they failed. Again, they tried from here. So that is a sign that market will move up. And there is a losing momentum in this candle, in this trend. They start from here, and after 3 candles, after these 3 candles, the sellers totally losing the momentum. And the momentum is losing on the support level. So in the LMPO strategy setup, when I shared with you people, I told you where the momentum is losing. The momentum is losing on the support and resistance levels. The momentum can be losing on the confluence levels. So that is the support level. And in this trend, momentum is losing and this hammer appeared. And that is a sign of reversal now. Okay? Okay, any other member have a query that he can ask me?
Sir, can you open image I shared in group?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So let me draw. In this situation, you explained that if buyers are getting weak, then volume is high in the next candle. Candle will go up. Another situation was there when this is happening, but candle is going down. So wait, where I marked. Yeah, over here. No, it's not. It's sometime it's going up and sometime going down. So I am getting confused.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, over here in this situation. So candle is strong. Sellers have low volume. Then it have to go down because you already explained in these situations. In these situations, candle is going down. Then why it's going above here?
Because it's showing the no supply here. There is showing the no supply. The bar is less than previous 2 bars. The volume is less than previous 2 bars. So it's a no supply. And in this case, the sellers are getting strong, but there is a wick is larger than the upper wick and then the body, and it's showing the buyer's pressure. Because buyers rejected here sellers from sellers. But again, buyers getting strong. They have interest to go more up. That's why they are going up. And in this case, the volume is less than previous 2 bars. So it's giving us a no supply bar.
Okay.
Or in this case, this is the same situation. But in this case now, they are getting strong. They reversal. Maybe there is a sequence is broken, or maybe there is a support level, resistance level. So the candle's reversal is happened because of the resistance level. On the resistance level, 1 minute candle goes down, but the sell buyers again show interest here. They again show the interest here. So it can goes up. It's situation about the trend. If the trend is in a downtrend, a trend is a healthy uptrend, a trend is a strong uptrend. Everywhere the candle psychology can be changed. Okay? So you just to find out the setups and take the screenshot. Minimum 50 setups you take a screenshot and then match to all. So what is the condition there? And then you will understand. If only looking on your these setups and you are moving to the charts and matching this setup. So if I got this setup, but there is no description of the trend, which trend is there? Okay.
You
So
explained it was in the upper
yes,
trend.
yes. And if this is happening in the downtrend, we cannot take the same setup. In the downtrend, it will goes down. Okay. So this
Yes,
is the
sir.
uptrend. So you just to capture the screenshots from more than 30 to 40 setups and then compare all the setups, then you will get the answer. Oh, so what is the main thing to understand where is the trend? So also the trend is affecting, also the candles sequence is affecting, also the momentum of the candles are, okay? So these all the
Okay,
things
sir.
are affecting to each other. Okay, so I will teach you something here in the chart. It will be helpful for all people. That is very secret, okay? That is very secret. I think most of the queries will be covered in this session. Okay. So, are you agree that that is a support level? Everyone is agree that is a support level. Okay. There is a this support, and also there is a this support. So there are so many supports on this area. The candle is stuck on the support level. Why it's not respecting the support level? There is a very big question. Always sometimes the support and resistance is not respected. There is a one psychological point in the candles. You have to just understand the psychological point. That is come with the sequence of the candle. The sequence of the candle. So now I will give you the idea about the sequence of the candle. So here look at small candle. After small candle, candle increase the momentum. It's a strong, and this is more strong than this one. So these three candles make a sequence. These three candles going in a row and making a sequence. So this candle is broken the sequence. So when the trend want to continue, it make a sequence. Stronger, more than more stronger. Now it's a weaker. Where is it? It is weaker on the support level. So it will be the reversal. So this support will work when you see the sequence is broken. Got it? In this case, the weaker, the stronger, the more stronger. The sequence is not broken. So this support will not work here. Always this, you look at the sequence. If the sequence is broken, then the support will work. If the sequence is not broken, then support will not work. We'll give you more examples, it will clear you. So here look at the small candle, the momentum increasing. When the momentum increasing, you just to compare these two candles. After this momentum increasing, we go for the seller. We place a trade. Now tell me here, there is a sequence broken in this total three candles range because this is a smaller strength in this strength, this is stronger, and this is not more stronger than this candle. So this is less stronger than this candle. So the sequence is broken, but not totally broken. Little bit the momentum is losing now because buyers entered in this candle, it's make a weak candle. And now the sequence is totally broken. So that is a sign that market will follow the support level. So there is a support level. I assume that maybe there is a support level. And you go back and you will find there is a support level. Yes, that is a support level. So this support now working because of the sequence of the market is broken. Give you more example. Do you see the sequence of the candle is broken? The small candle, the stronger candle. The small candle, the stronger candle. The sequence is broken. Because we need a more stronger than this candle. So now you look at the resistance level. Where is the resistance level? So if there is a resistance level, it will work. If there is a resistance level, then the market will reverse from here. If there is no resistance level, then market will move to the next resistance level, and from the next resistance level it will reverse. So what we get here? We are getting the momentum of the candles with the sequence. So when you see the weakness in the trend, so VSA what suggesting? The VSA is suggesting that if there is a weakness in the trend in near future will change. And the sequence and the momentum is what suggesting if the sequence is broken, the next support and resistance will work, will be respected. Okay, I got a message from many members. So please explain elder impulse system. Elder. Elder is what? It's a indicator? Yes, I think it's an indicator. Okay. I don't know in which category. Momentum. In which category there is an elder? It's a yeah. So the elder before I did not use, but now I'm trying to use it. What is the strategy of the elder is? It's based on the MACD fast period 12, MACD fast period 26, okay, and EMA period 30. What is saying? Okay, the red candles, the green candles. Okay, so the elders is showing that is a trend, the strength of the trend. If the candles are red, it's a strong downtrend, or you can follow that is a downtrend. If the candles are white, it means that is a ranging market. If the candles are green, it's a uptrend. So when you see that the candles are very uh, in the range market, so you will see here there will be the white candles. So white candles suggesting you that that is a range maybe because of the 13 period of the MACD. So MACD is an indicator. It's also showing the strength and weakness of the trend, and sometimes it's showing the ranging market if the candles are on the zero level. So if candles above the zero level, it's showing the uptrend. Below the zero level, it's showing the downtrend, and around the zero level, it's showing the range market. So the white candles have no strength as compared to the 13 periods. So there are this moving averages also compare if that is the moving average. So from here to here there are 13 candles, and the 13 candles high, low, close price when they calculate, they give a result. So where is the moving average? So if I just place the moving average here, so 13 SMA or 13 EMA, whatever you just drew. So this candle is what showing here. This candle is showing that from this to 13 candle, the market is in uptrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 from this to it's showing that the trend is in the uptrend. You can follow as an uptrend. So all the moving average is following this one. But this indicator I did not use before, just for the information. I got that it's showing the trend and weakness of the trend. It means the ranging market, and the downtrend it's showing. I will study it and I will give you more answer about this elder impulse system. That what is the main strategy of this indicator. Okay. Any other? Any other member, if have a question, you can ask me. So the sequence of the trend, I think you will understand. You understand. Maybe in the when I share the strategy, which is a very profitable after completion of 100 members, then I will again explain the sequence of the candles, that how the sequence is making and how the sequence is broken. It will give you more idea about the market, where which support will work, which support or resistance will not work. It's a new advanced approach to understand the market, and it's based on the candlestick psychology. So psychology is suggesting the behavior of the market. Market behavior is based on the candlestick. So candlestick, if they broke in the series, it means the psychology said that maybe there is a reversal. Okay, so any other? If there is no question, then we can finish.
Sir, please explain higher high, lower low strategy in this.
Okay, higher high, lower low. Okay. That is the Dow theory. In this theory, Charles Dow said that how we can understand the market sequence or market structure. So this theory is based on the market structure. So there are 5 to 7 rules of the market structure when we are looking at the market. Wait a message. Okay, you wait for your turn. Just I cover this lower low concept, then I will give you about the breakout. And then, but how do we read the L? L is what? LMBO indicator. This is explained very well in the YouTube video. Okay. In this video, you will understand also that how we can use. Okay. So the market is making the high and lows. When market moving in any trend, or the moving with the range, or moving in the downtrend, or moving in the uptrend, it's making the highs and lows. So when market, we can say that is an uptrend, it must create a sequence of the higher high and higher lows. And it will not broke the levels, then we can consider it's a trend is going on. So just to give you example, so this is the second part. The market is said to be in uptrend when it makes a higher high and higher lows. So look at here. Do you see that when the market make a swing high point, this is the first swing point high followed by this higher high. It's make a higher high. From here to here, market moves up. And then market when make a corrective wave, so this is a key you understand. The green wave is the impulsive wave, and the red wave is a retracement, pullback, corrective. So we can say corrective, pullback, or retracement. So just to understand that, when the red wave is going down, the corrective wave, it's not broken the last swing point high. It's not broken, and market moves again high, and it's crossing the higher high again and make a new higher high. So you see that this swing point high, this high followed by this one, and this high followed by this one, and this high followed by this one, and also it's not broken the last higher high. It's not broken, and it's making a higher low, higher low. So that is a sign of the uptrend. That is a sign of the uptrend. And now in the downtrend, when you see that market is not broken the last low point, it's making a lower high. Again, it's making a lower high, not broken. It's again making a lower high. So we can say that is a downtrend. And market is making what? Lower high, lower low. Lower high, lower low. Lower high, lower low. So that is a sign of downtrend. This is said to be that is a downtrend. And when the sequence are broken, like this one, market moves up, from here to here, it's make a swing point high, and now it's make a lower high. Again, it's make a lower, higher low. So that is a swing point high, it's make a lower high, and now here make a higher low. And again, market makes a lower low. Then market again moves up, moves down, moves up, moves down. So do you see the sequence is broken? There is no sequence in this trend. So when the sequence is broken, you can say that is a downtrend. Oh, that is a ranging market. When the sequence is not broken, it's moving like a sequence, lower high to lower low, lower high to lower low, lower high to lower low, it's a downtrend. And sequence when broken, it's a ranging market. And here, in the uptrend, the sequence is not broken. So you can understand that is a uptrend. So we can just consider these higher high and higher lows. And then there are some patterns. How to change the market structure from downtrend to uptrend. Before we are in the downtrend, market make a sequence, lower point, swing point low, lower, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low. Now this time it's making a lower low, okay, low point, okay, higher low point. And here that is a lower low, and now this is the lower high. And market breaking this sequence. When it's broken, it's confirmed that the new uptrend is forming. The new uptrend is developing. When the market moves and retests the same level and again goes up, again it's confirmed that the impulsive wave is forming now. It's going up. So now this wave is not broken this level and going up. So you can say that uptrend is started and uptrend in a power. So this is a market structure, the market changing their structure. So now on this slide you will understand. So that is a market. In this market you see that how the downtrend is changed into uptrend. Market moves down, goes up, goes down, goes up. It's making a sequence. It's not broken the sequence. It's a downtrend. And from here, the market changed the direction. Look at it. So here, the direction is changed. The uptrend formed. And now it's following the uptrend. Okay. So that is about the higher high, higher low. Okay, as I got so many messages. Just I read out what are there. Okay, Suman, now it's your turn. I will teach you the breakouts. And there are so many arrows and dots. So this, Abdul Moiz shared the video in the chat, link shared. You can watch this one. And if you still not understand, then you can send me a message personally. It's a complete playlist, yes, you said. Okay? Okay, so now Suman, we have a 5 minutes. In the 5 minutes, we have to complete the breakouts. So there are two types of breakouts. The level breakout, the candle breakout. The level breakout, we can understand that if the two levels, the market is moving in a range, and these are the two breakouts, two levels. Market tested this level, goes down, again tested this level and goes up and break the level. So this is called as a levels breakout. So after levels breakout, the breakout study is that when a breakout happens in the market, market must retest the level, the recent level. Maybe there is another level here, maybe there is not level. If there is no level, then market must retest this level. And after retesting this level, if it goes up, you can consider that this breakout is a true breakout. If after this retracement, market again broke the level, so that was a false breakout. Then market will follow this, again this channel. It will goes down. And if it's retesting the level, the sellers is getting weak on the support level, this level, it will change the trend. The market will move up. So that is a breakout of the levels. And study, which you keep in mind, that after each and every breakout, you will see the retracement. Retracement or retest of the level. That is very important. And now, this is a big concept we are using in the Forex market. Also, sometimes we are using in the binary option where we are trading in the range. But when we are looking at the candles, how we can understand the candle breakout? Just to understand here now, in the candles. So that is two candles. The last candle is a red candle. When the last red candle is broken, last red candle open price is broken, a breakout happened. What happened? A breakout happened. Because we are trading the very lower time frame. And also, the wick of the red candle, which is making a high, it's also breaking. And this level of the breakout in these two candles make a support and resistance level. The next time this support and resistance will work also. And now when it's broken, a breakout happened. So now you have to wait for the retracement candle. So retracement or retest or rejected candle. So there is a level and you watch if there is another level here. Yes, this inverted hammer shooting star is showing that that is a level. You just to draw this level, look at this candle is retesting this level. Yes, it's retesting this level and change the entry point and get support from this level. And market moves up. So the last candle of the red in the uptrend, when the buyers broke in the opening price and wick of the candle, it's called the breakout. After breakout, you wait for the retracement. So retracement candle can be 1, retracement candle can be 2, retracement candle can be 3, and retracement candle can be rejected candle and it's formed as a green. And now this last green candle, where it's broken, it's not broken. It's not broken here. Yes, it's broken here. After 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can say that is a breakout of the level. When it's broken, do you see it's make a retracement? Then market moves down. And now this candle. The last red candle is broken here. When it's broken here, the wick also is there. It's broken. Now, after breakout, we must wait for the retracement. So this rejection is showing that is a retracement. And this, if you consider, that will be any level. So that will be any level. Yes, that is a level. This is a changing entry point, jump high. That is a level. In the hidden level, I shared this topic. And this video you can get from the YouTube, that how when the candles after closing price changes the entry point, how they act as a support and resistance. So this rejected from the support level, market moves up. So it's called the breakout of the candles, and after breakout you wait for the rejection, retesting or retracement. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, brother. So now there are 30 to 40 seconds. It's remaining in this meeting. This meeting will be over, and in a few days again I will send a meeting about the queries. Then you can ask for many questions. Okay, and this video is recorded. I will share with you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.